Hello everyone, we're about 2.5 weeks away from Total Housing 2018 and I'm pleased to be joined by our regional manager for the South Eastern London, Rebecca Clarke, and we're just going to talk through a bit about this year's event, what's changed, what's new and of course what's on the programme for you. So hi Rebecca, Total Housing, as I said, that's a name that actually for a lot of people won't be very familiar, so can you tell us a bit about what we've changed this year for the event?
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the things that was important for us to reflect this year is that it did need to change in the conference and stress the value and the learning opportunities that come with it. And the name Total Housing is really to really stress the fact that it is all encompassing. We're going to cover so many different aspects of housing. I think with the spotlight being on housing more so now than it has been in the last kind of 30 or 40 years, that name is really, symptomatic of the fact that we do need to give it quite a bold profile, and it seems to have excited quite a lot of people, and it's a new look conference as well, so hopefully people will come along and really see that change of direction and they see those improvements, I think.
That's great, yeah, and you're quite right to say that, the timing's important, isn't it, really? A lot's happened in the last year, and in a sense, I guess, this year's event comes at a really important time, doesn't it, for housing professionals?
Yeah, absolutely, especially in London and the South East as well. I think what we see from them is that they face some of the more acute challenges. Everything that is negative about the housing crisis is felt quite acutely in London and the South East due to prices. They've got a shortfall every year of 104,000 homes when it comes to development. When you're looking at the homes target, they need to develop more affordable homes. The average price in London for a home is £435,000, South East £290,000. Is that affordable even at 60%, 80% of that market premium? Probably not. So there's a lot of challenges, and that's before you start talking about the homelessness figures, and there's so much that you could cover. Ultimately we all need to be working together to get that joined up thinking, and hopefully again that Total Housing banner will really bring that range of professionals together and get some momentum going, I think.
Yeah, exactly, and I think it's important, isn't it? It brings London and South East together, as you say, because not only because of the expertise that will bring, but also because they're the two regions where consistently, when you look at problems like affordability and homelessness and house prices, that they're the worst off. I guess the big question for people watching who may be interested in coming to the event, how will the programme and how will the event that we've got this year explore some of those challenges?
Yeah, so the programme, as people will come to see, covers all of those main topics that we've just alluded to there. So homelessness, there's quite a few different sessions that are going to be focusing around that. We're looking at some of the elements of different trailblazers that have gone on, which would be quite important to think of innovative ways that people are approaching this subject. And I think it's easy for everyone to feel quite negative and get their head stuck down in the day job. So coming along to the conference will actually give them the chance to interact with those different sessions, those different professionals, and start to celebrate some of those successes and think of the light at the end of the tunnel going forwards, which will be important. We'll cover development, housing management, asset management as well. So some of the things off the back of Grenfell will be covered as well in the programme. So all of these poignant things, and then also things like domestic abuse in line with our charity. So there's going to be lots going on. I think that, again, that Total Housing slogan, that branding, will definitely show that it encompasses all of those different areas, and there's something for everyone to take away from the conference, I think.
Yeah, something for everyone. And also you said that, actually sort of coming together is an important thing, isn't it? And as someone who's sort of been to our conferences before you even joined CIH, and now obviously coming from the other side of things, what to you, I guess, what's the really valuable thing about attending an event like this?
Yeah, I think having worked in a housing association, as you said before, and going along to the conference as a delegate, for me, the one point was the networking. So really, we talk about this sense of community within housing and within being a part of CIH. So I think that is one thing that's definitely demonstrated there, and people take a lot from that. But for me, the most important thing is the learning opportunities that are attached to it as well. Yes, you meet different people from different mindsets, different organisations, but actually going along and seeing those sessions, finding out what is big on the agenda of housing and how we can move forwards together, and hearing the different speakers, it is really about that's the powerful part, and then you can share it with the other people that are there, and of course take it back to your own organisation and show the value of what you've learned, really.
I think that's a really good answer to my next question, but I'll ask it anyway. Which is that really, I guess, you know, we know it's difficult. We're in a difficult financial landscape, and I know, I'm sure you appreciate this, and certainly in previous jobs I had, when an opportunity came up to go to an event, you always had to justify it really in terms of, can I spend the time out of the office, and can I spend the money on this? To anyone who's considering, you know, should I go or shan't I, and perhaps asking themselves those questions, what would you say to them?
I think, again, it's the stress that it has changed. The format of the conference has changed, so it's a lot more interactive. So whilst you're going to take that learning away, we're actually using this as a call to the sector for people to come and get involved, participate and be really active in what's going on. The different knowledge hubs that we've got going on gives you a chance to learn from other associations, network, meet with those. And, you know, going along to the different sessions as well, it's all under the same roof and people can go and really take the most from it. And when you're looking to justify that, it is all about the value that you take back from it, it is what you make of it, but we're going to be there helping and enabling people, putting together this excellent programme so that it does give everyone every chance to come and take an awful lot from it and go back to their organisations, you know, feeling inspired hopefully and motivated to go forward.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Rebecca. And you can find all of the details, and you can find the full programme that Rebecca was just talking about. It really is packed full of stuff this year. All of that's available at our website, which of course is cih.org. And thank you for watching.